Welcome to first video of exception handling series. In this video, we are going to understand why exception handling is required. This is a normal flow of execution. When you write a program, so I have 5 lines of instructions. So when you write this program, one after line, the programming language will be executed. So after successful execution, you will get some output. Here, there is no issue in the code. In the second approach, it is abnormal execution. See, after first and second line, there is one issue. Here we are dividing a number with the zero. So this is mathematically is not correct because it means that here we are dividing 10 chocolates among 0 people. It is mathematically invalid. That is why Java will not execute this line of code successfully. It will throw exception. That exception is arithmetic exception. For example, here we are going to develop one calculator application. End user entered 10 by 0. So here Java will throw directly arithmetic exception. User who is using this calculator application, he will not understand what is arithmetic exception. Unless you are programmer, you don't understand this exception. So by using exception handling, we convert this technical exception into user friendly message like we should not enter 0 to divide a number. So in that way we can simplify this technical message to user friendly messages. So this is abnormal termination which is not recommended in programming. So that is why exception handling will come here. Before understanding exception handling, let's understand what is the meaning of exception in English. See, when you say something it is exceptional, it means that it is different from others. For example, 10 people are following one rule, so one person is exceptional from this rule. It means that these rules will not be applied to that one person. It means that this person is exceptional or we are excluding this person from that group. In the same way, by using exception handling features, we are getting exception from this abnormal termination. We are getting exemption or exclusion from this abnormal termination. So to get that exemption or to get that exception, Java is asking to write our block of code in try block. Then we can write alternate path in the catch block. In this catch block, we can convert this technical exception into user friendly messages like this, or we can write some business logic also here. Just remember one thing, here we are handling exception. It doesn't mean that as if our code executes, nothing went wrong. It means that even after handling exception, our code will not be like this normal flow. Still, there is issue. We cannot execute this main block of code, but by using exception handling, we can write some alternate path if main logic will be failed. Now, let's understand why exception handling. So, exception handling allows us to take exception or exemption or exclusion from abnormal termination. This abnormal termination is not recommended, right? That is why by using exception handling, we are taking exemption from this abnormal termination. And this allows program to continue running to do something to rectify the situation. When we run into exception, here we are taking some alternate path. This alternate path we can use for friendly messages or to write some business logic also we can use this alternate path. So let's understand use of exception handling. So first usage we already completed. We convert those technical message to user friendly messages, right? Which is already we shown in that cache block. See, here we are catching that arithmetic exception and we are writing user friendly messages. So this is one use. And the next use which we see in the real time projects, for example, I'm transferring account A to account B some money. Okay. So in that case, so due to some technical issue, this transaction is failed. Okay. So the flow will come to the cache block. So here for further reference, we need to store this information, right? From which account and from account details and to account details, we have to store these details in the separate table. The table name is, for example, so transaction fail table. So here we have to store transaction ID from account, to account, and the total amount. So we have to store these details. So to store this information, we write this complete logic in separate method like save transaction as pending. Okay. So this complete logic we write in this method, and as main logic is failed, in the catch block, I'm calling this method. So when we calling this method, this complete information will be stored in this transaction fail table. So this information will be used later. So here the primary logic transaction from one account to another account, it is failed. So still we are writing some business functionality in cache block. So the second usage is executing alternate business logic. Here the alternate business logic is save transaction as pending. So this is one of the use which we frequently see in the real-time projects. In this video, we covered why exception handling and uses of exception handling